worldwide, Atlanta. I got here Myke Sleezy, rapper from Memphis, Tennessee. One of the dudes I've been working with recently, doing a lot of engineering work for. It's on the come up. You know, he's. When did you start rapping again? Remind me.
I'm taking it serious September.
Okay, so you're a couple months ago. Okay. But yeah, so Myke is new, but he's really been putting in the groundwork and actually working on the marketing and specific pieces that a lot of artists, you know, don't actually put their time into. You know, it's great to be great at music, you know, that's one thing, but in the game today, you know, especially with social media, marketing is very important. And Myke has a lot of knowledge on that. He has a lot of, you know, expertise that he's working towards that's really gonna help him, you know, elevate his career. I hope he can share some of those gems here as well, you know, kind of talk about the artist and producer relationship and how that works. Just, you know, give you guys some advice on that and, you know, kind of see how we can build. You know, we're not experts, but we all out here trying to make it. So, you know, sharing that information, the best we can do, and, you know, learning from each other is key. So, yeah, you just want to tell us a little bit about yourself, man, how you got into music, you know, your background, all that.
Okay, so originally from Nashville, Tennessee, but I stay in Memphis now. Been a creative, doing a lot of different stuff, but didn't really get into the music piece of it until being in Memphis, which, you know, Memphis is known for having great music, great beats. A lot of people have made it coming from Memphis. So got to Memphis, kind of got back into my creative side, started listening to beats. My mind moves like 10,000 miles an hour, so it's always a lot of words, always a lot of stuff going on in my mind. So when I started playing beats, and I was kind of like able to like vibe with it and just get to everything that was on my mind, came out, and it would actually make sense. I'd be like, hey, if I da-da-da-da-da, they'd be like, oh, okay, I get, say this. I'm like, okay, so I can go ahead and kind of express myself. So I really say that's one thing that really got me into it, just being able to express myself and get everything.
Word up.
So yeah.
Word up. Yeah, man. Shit, like, I hear people like having all types of different stories, like actually getting into making the music, and people like just be saying shit like I was just in a bedroom with a mic nowadays. But like, it's always interesting to hear how people started. Now, kind of like when you got into the songwriting process, how did you learn how to write a song? Because you know the mechanics of actually writing a song are not what people expect. Like when I first started writing songs, I was writing shit like just trash, man. That shit made no sense, bro. It was terrible. Like how did you get the songwriting down? Like how did you get the lyrics and all that to make sense?
So I would say like as far as the lyrics and stuff go, that part kind of came easy to me. Now the actual flowing with the beat, I was so ass at that. And I look back, like, you know, I said I just started taking it serious in September, but I had been doing little stuff here and there, you know, just playing around. So when I would go back and listen to old audios or just different things that I had recorded, I was like, like you came a long way. I still got a long way to go, but I came a long way. But I would say that was probably like the hardest part for me. Once I got that down, which I still want to work on and get better, everything else is kind of like boom bam.
Big back. Now when you first, you know, started getting it down, like what was your first instinct? Like go to YouTube and find beats, or were you like, man, let me go get me a producer, like let me go find someone who knows what they're doing? Like what was your
I was using this app, which I scrapped my first mixtape probably like 3-4 times before we actually got to go ahead and record something and get it out. So at the time I was using this app where people could just producers could upload beats and rappers could hop on them for free. You know, couldn't make money on the app, anything like it, but it got your following up and stuff like that. Created a whole mixtape with this app, and I was like, okay, now how do I get from this app to out here? And the first producer I went to, there was no way to get the beats that were on there without the producer, you know, who made it, sending it to us. No one was replying. I'm impatient as hell. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to do it, not really getting responses. So then I hit YouTube. And so, but now I got a producer, so.
I feel that. Now, what is the app that you're using? Just for anybody who might want to reference.
Rap Chat. And I think they still have it up. But
Rap Chat. I've heard of that, man.
Most definitely. They have some fire beats on there.
Okay. But I'm about to, anyone watching, if you are looking for more ways to get your beats out, I know right now it's a really tough market. I mean, check it out. Like, I'm gonna go check it out. But you know, it's never hard to have more resources. So as it comes to like the YouTube lane and like searching for beats, like I want to think the right way to phrase this question. Like, are there strengths and weaknesses to the YouTube arena and like the way that you would go and search for beats, or like is there something that you like about YouTube, or the things that you don't like? And from an artist perspective, how can producers, especially from what you've seen, improve on YouTube? Because a lot of producers right now, including myself and many others, are going to YouTube to continue generating revenue and, you know, get more exposure. Because social media like Instagram, that shit, that's really hard to build. So you get on YouTube, but
I would say, to answer it in two ways, I would say as far as like the producers that are posting the beats and stuff on YouTube, just consistency with the beat. I'm not gonna necessarily say the beat type because I know a lot of producers are able to do so many different styles that different rappers, you know, would want to get on. But just regardless of what it is, having like banger after banger after banger. So one thing, I'm a very loyal person, so it's one of those, when I find a producer, hey, I'm sticking with them. I'm trying to do everything through you if I can. And a lot of times, like, searching for beats on YouTube is a pain in the ass. Like, it is horrible. But when you find one beat, you like, oh, dang, it gets you to the point, you know, you have the, y'all have y'all ad-libs, y'all vocals in the back, so you announcing who you are and stuff. You're like, okay, hold on, this person is, and you get to the point where you click on the YouTube name and you actually go through the channel, the first 3-4 beats that may pop up, totally different from the one beat that I heard, and you may have, let's say, like 200-300 different videos up. If the first fold that's on your page ain't what the first one gave, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just go back and just keep going through, you know, the little suggested box and you'll continue moving on.
Yeah.
But I think I already answered the second part. Looking for beats on YouTube is a pain in the ass. So
a major gem there is make sure, like, I mean, if you start in the beginning and you're not the greatest, like some people maybe start on YouTube and like, you know, your beats aren't there yet, that's fine. But like once you get to a level, like you gotta keep leveling up. Don't get to a place where you're complacent and the beats just aren't growing. They gotta get better. So those first 4 beats, whatever's on your channel, actually gotta pop if you really try to get an artist's attention. Now,
I was excited to add on to that. One of my friends, she still says it to me to this day. It only takes one. Like, it only takes one good song, one good beat, one person to hear what it is that you have to offer. And of course, if they jump at it, they gonna want the same thing right after. But
exactly. And we're kind of, you know, piggybacking off of that. Now, how do you search for beats? Do you search like by a type beat? Do you search for like a producer type beat, artist type beat? What is your search query when you go on YouTube to kind of like, you know, figure out what kind of beats you're looking for?
So, me personally, I like trap beats, but I'm still working on my flow of what I want my particular sound to be. So for me, it's a lot of playing around. Most of the time, like the last project we had, the beats were from all different people and all kind of had like different sounds, but they were close enough to where we kind of made it seem like, okay, it wasn't like, okay, well, this song doesn't really fit here with everything else. So mine is just kind of broad and all over the place. But one thing like with YouTube, I know G Herbo, for example, some of like his type beats, I'm like flowing on those and stuff like that. It'll have the tag with him, and let's say they'll tag another artist, and YouTube will just slowly go from him and take them to 2 to 3 to 4 different. I start on G Herbo and end up on Drake, and I don't really rap on Drake beats.
Yeah, but I mean the YouTube algorithm, gotta enjoy the YouTube algorithm. That shit is tricky as hell. Damn. Okay. Word. Yeah, that's a big thing, especially for producers to figure out right now, because like everyone's trying to rank, but at the same time, like you can't expect to just hop on and rank. So like you said, staying consistent could also be like what a lot of people around me are doing right now in the producer community is finding like an artist or 4 artists and sticking to that type beat. Like for example, Ant Chamberlain, who was on Producer Grind, he had G Herbo be actually speaking of G Herbo, he was the dude that coined the G Herbo beats and basically dominated that lane. So if you're looking for a way to build your brand, stick to a few type beats and then just build from there. Don't look to rank, look to just build with those names right there. I guess so I'm not sure if you've run into this, but like on social media and YouTube right now, there's this thing where it's like, I want to call it a free beat scam, because you know, being part of the producer and artist community, like I always be worried how I term things, but like there's a thing called ClickFunnels, there's free beats, there's all these different methods producers use to get their name across, but a lot of artists are complaining that they're deceptive in practice. So for example, I'll start with like free beats, like you'll pop up on a page and it'll say free beat, but then like if you really read into it, you'll see, oh, it's not free, like they're kind of tricking me. How do you feel about that when producers, you know, misleading, I don't call it misleading marketing, do you even think it's misleading marketing considering it's technically free?
For me getting into the, like actually getting serious with it, not too long ago, I didn't realize that music was so much. I put it out these places, and it's 15, 20 things that you have to do before you can even, and you gotta get some of these friends before you make money, but it's a long process. So to go back to scrapping my mixtape so many times, one of the mixtapes I had when I first started searching beats on YouTube was the string of free beats. So I told you, like YouTube would do, click on one and it'll just relate, so it shows you nothing but free. Roll ready to record with them, and you go back, and obviously you click the drop down, and that's when you get into the details of, okay, hey, well, no, it's only if you do this, but you have to do this if you use it for this, or if you want to do this. So for me, I would say it was definitely a roadblock at first because it wasn't something that I was really familiar with. But once I educated myself on it, even the ones that say the free beats on there, I'm like, as long as y'all say off rip what it is, like if y'all got a link to go purchase the beat, lease the beat, whatever your options is, if you straight to the point with it, and I know, cool, I'll go ahead and do it. But having the free on there definitely gets the more clicks than
yeah. But okay, that's another gem because it's a lot of questions as to like actually name your beat free, and like there's even A&Rs in the industry that would say don't ever say free, like because that devalues the stuff. But like technically, with the free method, you can still call your beat free, but make sure you specify and be very straight to the point. Artists don't like when you on that silly shit. So.
Yeah, I would say one thing that I see a lot of people putting in there when they do have the free and they go into detail a little bit more, they're just like non-profit use. If you post, just tag me, and I'm like, that's great because they not really trying to make money off of it, not having a huge push behind it. They get an opportunity to do what they love. You get an opportunity to get heard by people that normally wouldn't hear you. So.
Yeah, and the flip side is they want to make profit later, but like the whole thing is like you need a catalog. So build that catalog. If that comes with of course, don't give all your work away for free. But if you like give like a poppin' artist a free beat here and there, and you build that catalog, you got people coming to you begging to pay later on. So just work on building that catalog. If that's once again, I'm not telling anyone what to do, but that can be a method you try out.
I would say to add on to that real quick when you said like the having the different artists. One thing that I would encourage people to do, having just kind of like that partnership. Like I said, if you continue to crank out beats and stuff that's actually good, you're gonna have the artist who's gonna consistently come back. I know there's tons of people in Memphis wanting to do music, a lot of rappers, a lot of producers. I've talked to so many different rappers and artists, and they'll tell me, well, I only go to 1 or 2 people in Memphis. And it's not that there isn't more people, it's just they have their partnership to where they don't want to go to anyone but them. And so let's say, no matter what rapper it is, as soon as they go big and hit big, you immediately have that exposure because you've been the one producing them the entire time. And they'll still want to come back as long as you
you're staying on your shit.
So that's definitely something that could
work out. Okay, that's a massive gem too. I'm gonna ask like 1 or 2 more music related questions and go into the marketing side. In regards to partnership, I think it's very important to find artists you can build with. You like their music, they like your style, and that you can actually build with. I think my question for you as an artist is like, what do you think is important for like a producer, like an engineer, any of that? Like what specifically on the producer and engineer side, what is important for people to display their qualities? To stick with you, like you're like exactly like this is the partnership I want to build. This is the person I kind of work with to build my career. What do you think is important there?
I would say probably for every individual it may be a little bit different. I know for me, like I said before, I'm a very loyal person and I'm straight to the point with a lot of my stuff. And timing wise, I will honestly admit I'm lazy, but yet I'm the most productive person you'll ever see. So I'm one of those when it's time to go, hey, come on, let's get up, let's work, it's time to go. So having a person who kind of is on the same page, I would say that having somebody who's on the exact same page as you as far as a long-term goal, where it is that y'all are trying to go. But the more time you spend with the producer who you're working with, y'all will talk more, you'll get to know more about them, their beliefs, values, and stuff like that. And when a lot of that's in common, people don't make it where they make it to by themselves. So you just gotta find that click and just also hope that they make bangers too.
Fact. Okay. Word. Don't appreciate that. So let's kind of move on to the marketing side, kind of give a little bit more gems there. I guess my first question on the marketing would be like, so you have a few key people right now. Like I know you have a publicist right now. You're probably working on a manager. You might have a manager, but like so you already have the idea to build a team, which is important. Can you talk a little bit about why you think a team is important, and like how you were gonna go about building that, how you would give other artists advice to go about building their teams so they can be successful. Because just doing it as an artist is one thing, but you need to at some point find a team to actually elevate you. Same thing for producers, but especially for artists.
So I would say probably my background and my work history is what's kind of giving me this huge insight as to what's needed to make it work. Before, I ran businesses for other people, so finding the right people to come in and do the job, seeing what works, what doesn't work, and a lot of just hands-on business-to-business marketing. Marketing itself is simple, but it is a lot of adjusting and a lot of different things that you have to do to really make something work. And yes, you can do it by yourself, but doing it by yourself will take 2 to 3 years versus to where if you had a team behind you, y'all can get it done in maybe 6 months. So that kind of goes back to just having the same people on the same page as you, and all of y'all really having a common goal. But I would say with the marketing, for me, it's very important because I do a lot of other stuff. So I'm not always able to be 110% full force with, hey, go stream my mixtape, let's do this on the music side, because I have the business side to worry about. I have a lot of different aspects, and I'm one of those people, again, when I want it done, I want it done. So to have those people, we can get together and say, hey, this, the third, this is what we're working on, this is what we gotta do. I'm gonna catch y'all, talk to y'all in a minute, let's get it done, follow back up. You get a lot more done. And it's always good to have a second set of eyes and a second set of ears, just for giving an opinion.
Of course. Okay, word. Appreciate that, Jim. So in terms of like the specific kind of image, like how do you come up with the image you want to portray as an artist, and how do you keep that style visually consistent with social media, even like public appearances, performances? Like, what's your method for making sure that your brand and like your specific marketing style is consistent, and like you can portray that widely across spectrum? So if people pop on your page, they know exactly who Myke Sleezy is. If they see you at a performance, they know who you are. Like, that's not, I think, every artist can do, but I think you seem to have that down pretty well. Like, what's your method for that?
I would say I've struggled with that before, I can definitely say, because being in corporate America doing one thing and then I rap, if you listen to my music, it's not something we put on in the office. So it's really like two different lifestyles I felt like I had to live for a minute. But I would say now at this point, it's just staying true to me, because I realize you'll get caught up on, I guess, the people who disapprove of a certain way or how you go about stuff or just the way you portray yourself. But at the same time, you have 100 people who they love you just for being who you are, and those 100 people matter more than the one person who has a different opinion. And people like real people. So just staying true to what it is that makes you you. I go back to, I like to give a lot of advice when it comes to like businesses and stuff like that. And so I know I have people who want to get into the hair industry, like selling hair and stuff. And they're like, well, everybody sells hair, everybody does hair. You're absolutely right. Everybody raps too, but not everyone is you. So what makes you different from everybody else? And there's no two people are the same. So it's something that makes you different. But I feel like a lot of people will and do get kind of caught up into that, how they need to portray themselves and how they need to look. And they get so far away from them, they create an image that it eventually becomes hard to maintain. So,
let me just touch on that point. I like that a lot, especially with like being yourself as an artist, being a real person. Now, I mean, I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not gonna call anyone. I never do that on record. I'll do that in private, but not on record. But I was straight up saying, there's a lot of fake shit in the game. A lot of fake shit, man. Like, it's all over the place. Niggas be capping, niggas be acting. Excuse my language. I can't do that shit all the time, so I don't really give a fuck. But like, a lot of artists are portraying an image that's not really them, and like you wouldn't know it unless you actually knew them sometimes. But even then, you can kind of tell with like a lot of artists out there. So the key is like it is hard to maintain. As you said, it's hard to maintain once you get a certain level of success or you have a fan base. So be genuine to yourself. Like don't think that you have to try and be like this artist or that artist, blah blah blah. Those artists usually get by being themselves, and if they don't, they had help to fabricate this image. But is that really what you want? Those people don't last. Like look at the realest, highest performing art. You look at Kanye. You look at even Drake. Drake has a tendency to shape shift. Drake was always himself at a certain point, Lil Wayne was himself, Kanye was himself. You look at all the top dogs, they were themselves, and people call them crazy. People call them all types of names, talk all shit about them, but like they can't talk shit about their track record. They can't talk shit about their discography, the records they broke, because those people were genuinely themselves. Like don't try and fabricate an image you can't maintain. Stay true to that. I like that. I guess another question would be like, for artists, for example, who don't have like a big budget or don't really have resources to put into marketing, like how would they go about acquiring the marketing resources or doing it themselves? Like, is there anything you can recommend to those artists?
I would say just you gotta grind with whatever means it is that you have. And it's gonna sound crazy when I say it. At times, I think like when we talk, I'm like, okay, they ask me about a budget. I'm like, what's it gonna cost? Not to say that if you tell me $2,000, I'm like, $2,000, I can give it to you right now. Yeah, I know this is what it costs to make what I want happen. I'm gonna come up with it. I'm gonna do what I have to do. Right. So having that kind of mindset, I would say is maybe lazy as far as like the social media. Just getting up, because us having access to everyone in the world with the 2 clicks is one of those things. So if you really want to have a large fan base, you could really have a large fan base. You see it, figure out how it works. You follow, hashtag. You get people like you to start following you. So if you don't have that big budget, there ain't nothing really than a true fan that was there. People love to say they were there day one. So like when they say, oh yeah, I remember when that person, and it's like, it's so crazy because let's say, well you met my publicist before or whatever. So we'd have, let's say someone else hears my song and they're like, oh, have you ever heard of such and such? I was there when you recorded it. What you talking about? Since day one. I mean, so definitely just be you as soon as you can be you and advertise yourself. Don't never stop advertising yourself. You started, keep doing it, stay consistent with it. Just don't get annoying. Don't go above and beyond. But do just enough.
It's a tough balance, man.
You'll get views before you get likes, and it's okay because that means that people are seeing your stuff.
Facts. And you say like things like hashtags and like follow. What kind of? I think specifically on the Instagram. I don't want to say a little bit about TikTok. I don't really mess with TikTok, but I know some people like. With the Instagram, like what are the hashtags or like things like that you found that work? Anything in specific?
So I'm plain and I'm simple. So when I do a hashtag, I may just do like explore, viral, something like that.
Okay.
Any hashtag that is just really trending at the time is something you can put in there, especially if you like rapper. If you rap, you can't ever go wrong with putting hashtag rapper. Like you'll always pop up with somebody else looking for rappers, which is how I've actually had a few people find me from videos. And then I would also say, which I'm kind of getting off with it, but also doing like freestyles to popping songs at the time, which it was one of Cash Doll's songs I did. I recorded a freestyle. She ended up seeing it, retweeting it to her page. So at the time, keep in mind, I just started taking it serious not too long ago, and to already have traction like that, I'm like, I didn't do anything, but I had enough people make sure like, hey, go check this out, and go retweet it, like it if you can, and my hashtags, and just went from there.
Word up. Now, do you ever like? I say this because I know there's producers and there's even artists that will like hit people up in the DMs like, yo, man, I got this new music, check me out. Yo, man, I got these new beats, check me out. Yo, man, blah, blah, blah. Do you, I don't want to say spam, but do you ever like, I'm going to say spam. Do you ever spam people for like, no? Yeah, that shit.
I feel so I'm an introvert. I'm not going to say I'm shy, but I'm not necessarily the person to just run up and approach you. So for me, it's one of those things. I don't like rejection either. So I'm like, but I have had people, and I won't say that they get to the point of spamming, but I have had like producers and different artists like message me a few times here and there. And I'm not huge on social media, like actually checking DMs and messaging and communicating. But when I see it, I be like, oh damn, okay, maybe 2-3 days later, maybe a week or two later, but I guess the point is I end up seeing it because they went out their way and they kind of stood out from everyone else.
And that's a huge, maybe 3 days and maybe a week. Like, I'm not gonna name any names, but I know people that be getting frustrated after like a day or two, like, yo, this fucking artist hasn't hit me back. I sent him like heartfelt DM, man, what the fuck? Like, this dude's not hitting me back, like, man, like, there's legit people, like, even I've been slacking on my DMs, there's legit people that may take 10 days, 2 weeks to see your shit, man. Don't get mad, block them, put them on your story or some shit. Don't make yourself look bad. Just be patient. Your patience is the biggest key in this game. Like patience is so important. If you aren't patient, you're not gonna last. So just wait. If they don't get back to you, you know, there's more artists, man. Don't trip about it. Like it's gonna be all right. So do you use TikTok? Anything else that you recommend people check out? Or?
Oh, I would say outside of those, just check and see. I think most social sites will always tell you kind of like what's trending in the hashtags. Or just find something, roll with it.
Okay. Bet. You got any major gems you just want to drop or anything people should know? Like, any advice, knowledge that you're just like, yeah, man, let me get this off the top of my head. Give people something to think about.
I would say definitely it's two different things. To go back to stay true to yourself, but to kind of say like you look at the hashtag, see what's trending, to see what's really everyone's on the wave at the moment, I guess you could say, and kind of see what other artists are doing, the ones that are bigger, the ones that you're seeing. I'm not gonna necessarily say jump up overnight, the artists you didn't know before, but now they're there. Just kind of check and see like what the vibe is. Like this past summer was Hot Girl Summer, so if you a female rapper, if you make trap music, if you fit that criteria, a lot of people are tuning in because that's what everyone is on right now. So I would say definitely kind of take a look into that to see what the world is on and be able to take constructive criticism. I know when I'm on it, it's kind of like, okay, dang, hold on. But I would say put yourself in a space to where my ideal, my goal is whatever it is that I'm working on, I'm going to give it 110%. I'm going to try and do what I can do with it, what I feel like my best is. And when I go to let other people hear, I let other people read what it is that I wrote. I want you to be real with me. I want you to be raw. Like, I don't want you to talk to me like we friends and you just want to see me succeed. I want you to give it to me with anything that you may not like, any feedback that you feel like you may want to give to me. I want to go ahead and take it because I'd rather take it. Well, I would take it from a friend. I'm not going to take it from a stranger because I don't fuck what you talking about. So, yeah, definitely having somebody around you just to give you honest and good feedback, because I know a few people that's been rapping for a while and ain't even told them yet, and just and it's my stuff most of the time. Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, but definitely have that circle that can really be real with you and give you feedback. Shit, that's hard to come by, but like I said, work on building that connection. Those are the most important things in the game. So I think a few questions just to wrap up. Like I want to go into like some like self-promo shit. Just kind of ask you like about like was it Bow Gang Entertainment? Like what's up with that?
So with Bow Gang, we still getting everything together. Just to what it is. So it's just a lot of black entrepreneurs, soon to be successful. Some of us are already there, some of us on the path to be there. But really just kind of having that circle of real people around to do what you see everyone else do, the high celebrity and stuff like that. Just really a support circle in the same field with everything it is that we do.
Bet. And where can people check that out? What's the handle for that? Go ahead and tag it anyway. But
see, so it's gonna be Bow Gang, so just BOEGANGENT, and just on IG right now.
Okay, bet. Where can people check out your latest work, latest tape?
Everywhere. I put it on so many platforms. Word. On all my social media pages, which is just Myke Sleezy, MYKESLEEZY. I have my link tree up, so it got the hook up to Apple, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, everything you need.
Okay, word. And you got anything you got coming up next, or?
Absolutely.
Word. Keep that in the works. All right. Bet. And then one final question, just for new rappers that may be watching this, trying to pick a name, or they may have a stupid name and they want to change it. How did you come up with the name Myke Sleezy? Where did that come from?
I'd probably say the best rapper name is one of those that just grow on you. For me, it was, I think my IG name was that, and I had swapped it. At the time in my life, I was wild. I just so the name, how I was carrying myself, just people I was hanging with, and I was from a small town, so it was one of those things that somebody would see me, hey, Sleezy, and so it just stuck with me, and it just so happened to be a great rapper name, so easy to remember.
Okay, hey, that's the best way. That's the best way, bro. All right, hey, Myke Sleezy, appreciate you for coming on the show. Go check him out, Myke Sleezy, on social media. I'm gonna tag him, of course. Sleezy OTW. Sleezy OTW is already, in all stores. Go check that out. And he's got more coming, of course. So go fuck with your boy. Appreciate y'all for